This is part 2 of the video about my connection and my experience with the great cosmic divine mother. Um, One thing that I would like to bring is something about integrating our experiences, our spiritual experiences into our daily lives. How can we even, how can we integrate uh, our healing into our daily lives? Because sometimes, we learn things, we have insights in the sessions we do. We read books, we go to retreats, we receive intuition and our insights, we have dreams, and sometimes these experiences are kind of separate from our lives, right? Like we don't know how to, like, what build the bridge that connects everything. And I think the reason we embrace spiritual growth, the reason it's because we are all learning how to build a bridge. So everything become, so we start to weave things, and things become, we can see the interconnectedness of everything. And when we are in this process of expanding our awareness of who we are, the divine essence within, we are actually letting go of what's false about ourselves, the personality self, the ego thought system, right? One practice that is helping me integrate my experience is prayer. Through prayer, I ground myself. I notice what the divine, I begin to notice the divine. I am able to become aware of what I'm holding on to, and then I bring the intention of letting go and asking the divine to bless that, asking miracles. I ask for miracles every day right now, because miracles, first, a miracle is a shifting perception from fear to love. I ask now, actually, my prayer is help me be kind, help me be loving, help me be compassionate, give me the strength. There was one prayer that I would like to share with you, that is, I was praying, I was asking, help me establish purity within and out. When I invite the divine, when I invite the energy that I'm calling in to help me establish purity, I'm saying I'm willing to let go of what's false about myself, the ego, the fear, what's limiting. And I am willing to be in my best self. I'm willing to be pure, to not engage in negativity, to not engage in judgment, in attack. And help me establish purity outside is help me be a vessel so I can be of service to the divine. When your work is serving the divine, so what happened with me after is that everything started to flow in my life. I got everything that I needed, not out of control, trying to cling, desperation, but out of alignment. I took action for sure, but things started to flow in my life. Everything is flowing now because. So after this experience, found a nice place. I have car. I have things are more organized in my life. The people that are working for the Oracle are amazing, and we are having a good time. I'm not freaking out. I'm responding to challenges in a different way. Everything that once would freak me out and I would go crazy, now I notice the feeling, I notice the anger, I notice the desperation, I notice the criticism, I notice the hopelessness, and I make a choice because what I'm doing is serving the divine. When you really allow the divine to work through you, you probably will be doing more charity work. You're going to be seeking organizations that are on the path of giving, and you're going to be led to give more. Has a practice, okay? So the ego will always want the rewards. The ego will always want to, oh, you see how I'm a good person, right? And even if you have thoughts like that, even if you we all have ego, okay? And I was talking with there was a client that once she realized how her ego was getting in the way, she was actually feeling bad about herself. And the whole point is to keep being kind to yourself. The whole point is to be willing to serve divine purposes, is to be willing to be a vessel for the divine and keep practicing. Keep being diligent about where and how you use your energy and time. And am I using my time and energy in a way that feeds my soul, in a way that fulfills the deepest needs of my soul? And if the answer is no, then there is some work to do, and it is okay if things are out of alignment.